Question 4, expand and simplify. So everything in here is multiplying everything in there. So multiply out and gather all your like terms. Stop the video, have a go. So first of all, I am going to multiply the second bracket. Everything that's in the second bracket, I am going to multiply by 2x. So 2x times x squared is 2x cubed. What's your power? 2x times negative 4x is negative 8x squared. Again, what's your power? 2x times 1 is just 2x plus 2x. Right, now it's time to multiply the second bracket by 3. So we've got 3 times x squared, which is 3x squared. 3 times negative 4x, which is negative 12x. And 3 times 1 plus 3. Now we need to gather these like terms. So we've got 2x cubed. There's no other x cubes, so that stays the same. We have got negative 8x squared and positive 3x squared. Negative 8, positive 3, negative 5x squared. Next we have plus 2x minus 12x, positive 2, negative 12, negative 10x. Last but not least, we've got a plus 3 there. We've got no other numbers, so that just stays the same. So final answer, 2x cubed minus 5x squared minus 10x plus 3. Right, marking scheme. Any evidence of three correct terms. So if you get any 3 correct out of these 6, you will get a mark. You get your second mark if you get all the terms correct. And then you get your final mark for tidying up correctly. Right, number 5. The diagram shows a square-based pyramid placed on top of a cube relative to the coordinate axes. Right, important words here. Square-based pyramid. Square-based. All the sides are the same. Cube. All the sides are the same. The height of the pyramid is half the height of the cube. A is the point 600. The point C is directly above the centre of the base. Write down the coordinates of B and C. Right, let's think about this. So these sides, that is the same length as that, is the same length as that, that. So using this point here, A, we know that all the sides of this cube are 6 units. Have a wee think, stop the video and go and have a go yourselves. So the first thing we want to find is the coordinates of B. B's up here. So how do we get there? You start from the origin. Now we don't need to go along the x-axis. So our first coordinate, our x-coordinate is going to be 0. We need to go along the y-axis, and we know that all the sides of the cubes are the same, which is 6. So our y-coordinate is going to be 6. And then we have to go up. So our z-coordinate is also going to be 6. So the coordinates of B are 0, 6, 6. Now we need to find C. Now we're told that C is exactly in the middle of this square here. So exactly in the middle means halfway along and halfway in. And knowing that all of these sides are 6, if we're only going halfway, that means we're only going 3. Okay? So in order to get to C, we need to come along the x-axis, 3, that gets us to the middle. Then we need to go in 3 to get to the middle of the square. And then we need to go up. Now going up, we need to go the full height of the cube, which is 6. And then we're told that the pyramid is half of the height of the cube. Half of the height is 3. So that means we need to go another 3 up. So we've got 6 to there. Add on another 3. Our z coordinate needs to be 9. So mark-wise, you get a mark for finding B. You get a mark for finding C. Question 6. The diagram below shows a straight line joining points A and B. Find the equation of the line AB. Give the equation in its simplest form. Equation of a line. In order to do the equation of a line, you need a gradient and you need a point. We're not given a gradient, we need to work it out. So it's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That's your starting point. Stop the video, go and give it a go. So, like I said, y2 minus y1. My minus wasn't looking very good there. So y2 minus y1. So there's my y2, there's my y1. So we have got negative 2 take away 6. x2 minus x1. There's my x2. 3 take away x1, negative 1. Watch your negatives. Now just looking at this line, you can tell that the gradient's going to be negative. So make sure you get a negative gradient. So negative 2 take away 6 is negative 8. 3 minus minus 1, that becomes a positive. So you get 4. So we have negative 8 over 4, which is going to simplify to negative 2. So our m is minus 2. Now we need to find the equation of the line. So we're going to sub our negative 2 and pick one of the points. Doesn't matter which one. Just pick one of the points and we're going to sub it into y minus b is equal to m bracket x minus a. Like I said, it doesn't matter which point you use. I am going to use b. So my a is going to be 3 and my b is going to be negative 2. So I'm going to substitute that in there along with my gradient that I've already found. So that's going to give me y minus minus 2, watch your negatives, is equal to negative 2 bracket x minus 3. Now we're going to multiply out, which my two negatives become a positive, so I've got y plus 2 is equal to negative 2x plus 6. Negative times negative, positive. Be careful. Now we need to get this over to the other side. We've got a plus there, so to shift it, we need to take it away from both sides. So our final answer is going to be y is equal to negative 2x plus 4. Right, marks wise. You get a mark for your gradient, okay? Now the negative has to be up there. Then your second mark comes from substituting everything in. And then your last mark comes from y equals minus 2x plus 4.